In today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 Cayo Perico facts that you might not know. Now, I've done 2 of these videos before, so in total, there's going to be 30 facts. So I'll leave them linked at the end of the video and in the description so you can watch those as well, because the other 2 videos have a lot of really good information that the comment section said they learn a lot from. So check those out. Hopefully, I can get you guys to learn something new here today also. Starting off at number 1, you can enter the office in the hangar while doing the Cayo Perico heist. Now, I'm sure a lot of you, like myself, have tried walking up these stairs into this door, and as you can see, it is locked. You can't go in it. So the only way to get upstairs to get the loot is to grab the forklift, get the box, lift the box up so you can jump on over. And a lot of people like myself, when leaving after getting this, they just jump on over just the same way they came up. But did you know you can walk through this door right here? Not only is it a cool little room, you can look around in here. There's a laptop, which would be cool, don't get me wrong, if you could actually use this thing to do some sort of disruption on the island. But it's just a cool place that not many people know about. So you can walk straight back out the door. So instead of getting your loot and then jumping over, you can actually just grab your loot, walk through the door, and then walk out the other one and run down the stairs. Coming up at number 2, you can get buried treasure while doing the setup. Now listen, I know a lot of veterans of this game, especially people that have watched my other facts videos, probably already know this one. But you'll be surprised, I have dozens and dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds of Cayo Perico videos on my channel. And the amount of people that ask me how to do this is insane. So I'm assuming there's some new people that don't know you can do this. Luckily for me, in this clip I have right here, both of them are right next to each other. I typically don't do these when I'm doing Cayo Perico. You're going to get 50k for doing it, but I don't know. I just don't typically do them. But these were right next to each other, so I thought I'd do this for it, or for you to show you how to do it. But basically, when you walk on over to them, into the circle, as you can see on the top left, it prompts you how to use the metal detector. Now, I'm using an Xbox One controller during this, so it obviously is the left trigger. I'm not sure what it'd be on PlayStation, maybe R2, or I'm not sure on PC, but it'll tell you on the top left. And when you pull it out, it'll have the beeps, right? So as you get closer towards it, it'll be beep, 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 beep. And once you get close enough to it, it'll prompt you to dig for treasure. Now, when you pick up one, it'll say buried stashes, 1 of 2 buried stashes collected, and you'll get 25,000. And then if you head over to the second one, same thing, you'll pull out your little beepy beep thing. Go on over and then dig up that one. And then eventually it'll say 2 of 2 buried stashes collected. So 2 times 25, you're going to get $50,000. Coming in at number 3, again, this is one that veterans will already know, but if you're newer to the game, it's not that it'll help you really that much at all, but it'll just give you a little bit of insight of where you need to look for the box. So as you can see right here, if we look at our mini map or pull up our map, there is no guards around the control tower. If there is no guards, again, as you can see right here, the signal box will be on the ground level. It'll always be on the ground level if there's no guard around the tower. Now, as you can see right here, there is a guard around the tower. And if you ever see a guard around the tower when you're driving up to it, you already know as you get there, it is not going to be on the ground level. You're going to have to go up the stairs and climb all the way up. Maybe it'll be on the first level, second, third, but you are going to have to climb all the way up if there is a guard there. Coming in at number 4, you may have noticed when you're doing the setups that there is a barrier. You cannot jump over this barrier no matter how hard you try. On a motorcycle anyway, at least there's like an invisible wall. And a lot of people, when they actually play the heist themselves after, once they've done the setups, they avoid this because they know that there's a barrier there. I've had a lot of people tell me they didn't realize because when you do the mission, the barrier is completely gone. There is no barrier around this entire area when you do the missions. So just FYI, if you got some loot and you're on a motorcycle from the airstrip and you want to get to the main dock, you can drive all the way up and over here. Speaking of that barrier, though, coming in at number 5, there's a lot of Easter eggs scattered around Cayo Perico heist. If you want to get into this barrier when you're doing the setup, once you've gone to the control tower, if you just jump off the top, you can glide all the way over here and land within the barrier. Once you're within the barrier, you'll see one of the first Easter eggs here I'm going to show you, which is the IAA crashed helicopter. You can take a picture of it, and this is what it'll say.
You know who uses this type of helicopter? IAA. So the rumors were true after all.
And as you walk around the area where the barrier is, you'll see some more signs. We saw this dead body right here. If we take a picture, this is what he says.
Well, I guess at the last party, perhaps. Just think, if we do not pull this off perfectly, we too will be found like this.
Now, keep in mind, you can come up here and see these when you're doing a mission, so you don't need to worry about the barrier. But when you take pictures, you can't send them to Parville, and he won't give you those prompts. If you do decide to come in here, though, when you're doing the setup missions, since you can't jump over the barrier, you are going to have to jump to your death in order to get out of here, because otherwise you're not going to get out. I'm sure you guys have all seen this Easter egg at some point. This is a route that I used to always take to get to the control tower when I was newer to the game. But if you take a picture of this is what Pavel says.
Torture cage. Typical cartel methods. Take a good look. This will be your home for a very long time if you are caught. Although it can be survived. I once spent a whole summer in one of these. Let me tell you, the Welsh are a people not to be trifled with.
And there is dozens more Easter eggs scattered around all of Cayo Perico, so let me know if you found all of them. Coming in at number 6, this is straight out of one of my easiest way to do the setup videos. But during one of the setup missions, when you have to come inside, find the board and take a picture, did you know you can just literally, as soon as you walk in the door, you can take the picture right there and then just literally turn around and walk straight on out. You don't have to walk around, look for the board, take the picture. You can just go in, take a picture, turn around, walk out. Coming in at number 7, we have Mark II weapons. This is something a lot of people, believe it or not, ask me so much in the comment sections of my videos. How did I get Mark II weapons in the Cayo Perico heist? Now, I honestly didn't know how I got them. I just assumed everyone had them. And even after doing some research online, the only thing I came up with is in order to get them, the thing that seems to be the common thread here is you have to own a bunker and have your upgrades in the bunker completed. Now, some people say you need to have the operations center. That is not the case because I do not have one of those myself, and I have the Mark II weapons. So it would seem you just need to own a bunker and have all the upgrades done, and you'll get the Mark II weapons. If anyone has any other clues on this, let everyone know in the comment section down below. But I assume the people that are asking me that question most likely don't have a bunker. Number 8. Now, this is one that I think was the most amount of comments I got on one of my other videos. I said that the most annoying setup mission you can do for the Cayo Perico is when you get the weapons mission and you have to go to the Merryweather HQ because it just takes so long. So what I used to always do is just go into an invite-only lobby and just restart and come back in and do it again. It would only take you like 30 seconds. But what most of you said to do, so I'm putting it in this video just in case there's some new people out there that aren't aware of this, is use guided missiles. Now, in order to get guided missiles in your sub, it does cost you 1.9 million. So if you don't have them, I would wait until the Casaca goes on sale and the upgrades go on sale so you can get it at a discounted price. But basically, if you start one of the weapons missions and it says you need to go to Merryweather HQ, all you need to do is go to your missile silo thing right here, and then fire off a mission and head towards the Merryweather HQ. The helicopter is always going to be on top, so just make sure you fly on over there, aim right at it, and it will explode. And on explosion, you will fail the mission. And it'll be instant. So all you need to do is get on up out of your seat, go back to the planning board, restart the mission, and you should get a brand new mission. Coming in at number 9, this is more of a quality of life one, not too much of an exciting one for your faces, but you can do the weapons mission stealthy. Now, as you can see right here, I walk in and we just have our silenced SMG and we just start popping people off just very quietly, very slowly. The alarm doesn't trigger. There's a guy in the bathroom too, but we're going to leave him in there because he doesn't know what's going on. The thing is, and the thing that kind of sucks about this is even though I believe this is the fastest way to do this mission, as soon as you leave and you grab the guns, you're still going to have helicopters chasing you when you leave. I personally believe if you do this without triggering the alarm, there shouldn't be any helicopters when you leave. But you know what? Maybe that's something that they need to fix, but you can do it without... A lot of people throw like Molotov cocktails in there and stuff like that. It just takes too long. I just like to walk in, pop, 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 and you're good. Now, coming in at number 10, this is an incredibly interesting one, and it's the only time I've ever heard of or seen this. Now, this is from one of the people in my comment sections of one of my older videos, of my facts videos. It's Sam Kurok, I believe, is the channel name. And it's the only information I've ever seen of this. But let me show you what it is exactly. So what this person did is he was scouting the island. Just going around, taking pictures, scouting the island. And what he says happened, as you can see right here, is an IAA, like, hit squad came over to him and just started shooting. And he couldn't shoot back because obviously when you're doing setup missions, you don't have any weapons. So he just tried getting in the car, and then they killed him. Now, one of the things you'll notice when this was happening, you could see a helicopter on the mini-map, which you can never see when you are doing setup missions unless you've triggered an alarm. But what he did before this, while he was scouting, is he went over to that helicopter that I just showed you, the AII one, the one that had crashed, and he took a picture of it. But I assume he had been in the game for a while. He had been doing these scope missions for a while, maybe 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, just going around the island, checking things out. The only thing I can assume is that helicopter that's flashing right there on the mini-map is the one that he took a picture of. And later on down the line, there was this rare instance where these guys actually do come over to you. Now, I have never seen this myself personally. I don't know. I would love to hear you guys in the comments. Have any of you ever seen this happen before? This, like I say, this is the first time I've ever seen or heard of this happening. But the reason I do kind of believe it is because, as you guys know, you can see the Loch Ness Monster, which is super rare to be able to see. You can see the panther running around the compound, which is also super rare to see. And this could also be one of those things that is super rare to see. And most people probably don't spend this much time scouting out the island. And also, maybe like in this, you had to take a picture of the helicopter first in order to trigger this event. But it could be an incredibly rare event that we just don't see very often. But I would love to know if anyone else has tried this. I tried it myself personally, and nothing happened to me. Nothing happened. I don't know. I assume if it is real, you just have to be around for a while. You have to take a picture of the helicopter that had crashed. But I'm not sure. I don't know if this is factual or not, but I would love to know from you guys if any of you have ever seen this before. So that's the 10 facts I have for you in this video. There is one more, which people told me was a factual thing, but I tested out for myself, and that does not happen at all. And that is when you use the minigun, if you just tap the trigger instead of like just spraying the thing, it will be like a silenced weapon. You can use it silently. I put this to the test. It did not work for me. Let me know what you guys think. I can't imagine this thing working as a silence weapon anyway, but it did not work for me. But anyway, guys, I hope at least one of you learned something from these 10 facts of Cayo Perico here today. If you did enjoy, like I say, I have 2 more videos that have 10 facts in each of those. So we have 30 facts in total. And the first 2, obviously, from the comments that I got in those videos, taught a lot of people, even people that have been playing this game. I had people that told me they've been doing it for like 200 KO heists and they didn't know some of them. So I'm going to leave those videos. You can probably see them up on your screen right now. If not, it'll be in the description of the video. Go check those 2 out. Let me know in the comments if you learned anything new here today. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you on Saturday with another Cayo Perico Spin the Wheel.